was out all night drinking and celebrating. And when I got home this morning, Esther had to sit all my clothes out in this suitcase and wouldn't let me in.
Until I find out about this Laverne woman.
Well, good. Fred, go get some cement. We'll make us a statue.
Say, listen, why don't you drop by sometime?
Hello, Woodrow, darling.
And fix the leak under the kitchen sink.
Good day, madam, and thank you for dropping in. Aren't you going to offer me a drink?
Would you care for a drink?
No, thank you. I don't drink anymore.
This legend was a military cook turned TV icon, mixing atomic bombs, improv comedy, and legendary sitcom moments into one crazy roller coaster.
I thought you said she would be eating out of the palm of my hand. Here, I wash my hands for nothing.
Before Sanford and Son made him a household name, Raymond was flipping pancakes and making magic on the South Pacific. You won't believe how this guy went from surviving nuclear tests to rocking TV screens. And trust me, you'll be hanging on every twist. So let's get into the wild, beautiful, and totally untamed life of Uncle Woody himself.
Don't worry, Esther. Not just because I happen to think that she's cute and pretty and sweet and charming. That doesn't mean that I like her better than you just because you're not.
Raymond Allen, born on March 5th, 1929, in Kansas City, Missouri, had a childhood that was anything but ordinary. As the youngest of 12 siblings, he was no stranger to competition and the loud chaos that came with being the baby of a big family. But let's be real. This guy wasn't just some small-town guy destined for a quiet life. No. Raymond was built for something far bigger, and the world was about to find out.
You know, you really begin to get on my nerves now. Now, I've sit here and listened to you insult my wife long enough. So I'm gonna be waiting right outside.
Before he ever delivered laughs on television, Raymond was making waves in a completely different world. The U.S. Navy, that's right. Long before he played Woody on Sanford and Son, Raymond served as a sonar technician second class, stationed aboard a naval vessel during some of the most tense years of America's atomic age. Raymond was assigned to a ship tasked with escorting personnel to atomic bomb test sites in the South Pacific.
He was on the ship that would escort soldiers and sailors off the ship for the nuclear atomic bomb test.
But here's the thing. Raymond wasn't there just to handle sonar tech. No, he was stationed as the captain's personal cook, whipping up meals that went way beyond the usual grim wartime rations. Somehow, Raymond walked away from that surreal experience, not just alive, but sharpened. A man who could make the best of chaos and find comedy in the darkest situations. Looking back, it almost feels like training for Hollywood itself. Now, let's get to the good part, the one that gets most people talking. Raymond Allen's unlikely rise to fame in Hollywood. You'd think it was all about star power, but this one started with a little nudge from his daughter. In 1969, she was auditioning for a show called Your Judge in LA. And when the producers found themselves in need of a scene partner, Terrence, with zero hesitation, declared, "My dad can do it." The producers were skeptical. I mean, how many dads have you seen jump into a scene without a single acting class under their belt? But Raymond, he didn't miss a beat. He jumped in, matched his daughter's energy, and brought some natural comedic timing to the table. The result?
I got the role and he got the role. It was a 30-minute piece on Channel 9, around 1969.
And just like that, Raymond Allen went from military cook to television actor, all thanks to some good old-fashioned dad wit and a whole lot of raw, untapped talent. Fast forward a few years and we're talking Sanford and Son. In 1974, Raymond landed the role of Uncle Woody, the long-suffering husband to Aunt Esther, played by LaWanda Page.
I stole Esther from B.B. King? Now, what does that tell you, huh?
Now, if you've seen the show, you know it was a classic. Fred Sanford and his son Lamont run a junkyard business, and Uncle Woody is the patient but exasperated guy stuck dealing with Esther's sass.
What, bro, you gonna stand here and let this Harry Ape call me a bad lass?
No, wait just a minute, Harriet. This battle axe happens to be my wife.
Raymond appeared in 9 episodes of the show from 1974 to 1977, and it's fair to say he brought the laughs with every single one.
Yeah, listen to this, Fred. Roses are red, mustards are green. Come over for dinner and we'll lick our plates clean.
But don't think Sanford and Son was his only hit. Raymond made appearances on some of the most popular shows of the time. That same year, he also appeared on Good Times, another Norman Lear classic.
Not till I have my satisfaction. My dog was very satisfied with the pussycat.
This show, which revolved around the joys and struggles of a Black family in the Chicago housing projects, gave Raymond the chance to showcase his versatility. He played Ned the Wino, a character who was introduced in the episode Springtime in the Ghetto.
I brought you something. Oh, it's a turkey. I wanted to get you a ham, but the store was all out.
But Raymond's performance was so memorable that he reprised the role of Ned in 4 more episodes, bringing the character to life with every single appearance.
No, James, I said I was gonna dry out, and that's what I'm almost a full bottle, huh?
Born with an uncanny ability to captivate audiences, Alan often got typecast into playing, well, let's just say, less than sober characters. And let's be honest, nobody did it quite like him.
Now, cause Esther's idea of having a good time is staying at home watching Reverend Ike on television.
He had that unique way of delivering lines that had people in stitches. Whether he was playing Uncle Woody on Sanford and Son or Ned the Wino on Good Times.
Are you a man or a cream puff?
Pour me another shot, and I'll tell you.
In Starsky and Hutch, he played the memorable mechanic Merle the Earl. His time on the show lasted from 1976 to 1978, spanning 3 episodes.
That jive, funny style Frankenstein, brother, when I catch him, I'm gonna walk on his face with my football cleat.
In 1978 alone, he appeared in The Jeffersons, playing Zeke in the episode George Finds a Father.
Don't say a word.
Don't worry, Louise, I ain't said nothing about George's mama.
He also made appearances on The Love Boat.
Do you remember that great night we spent in Chicago? Chicago? And you told me it was a confession.
And What's Happening?
And I just remembered. 160 is the semifinal. 150 is the final.
He later appeared in the 1973 cult classic Mean Mother and Darktown Strutters in 1975, further proving his versatility across genres.
Who's paying the bills at the runaway house?
Now, why are you asking me that? I'm just a numbers man. You want to get something down?
He even made his mark in the 1975 religious anthology series Insight. Raymond's acting career came to a close with his role in the 1985 TV movie Gus Brown and Midnight Brewster. Then, in the mid-'80s, Raymond hit pause on his acting career. Unfortunately, his health started to decline, and he stepped back from the spotlight. Rumor had it that he had fallen ill, and some even thought he'd passed away. The truth was that Raymond had just chosen to live a quieter life, stepping away from the fame and focusing on his health. He made a few public appearances to connect with fans, but for the most part, he stayed out of the limelight. While his acting career was winding down, Raymond still had his family and his fans. He was married to Barbara Williams from 1963 to 1977, and together they had 3 children, daughters Terrence Allen and Brenda Allen, and a son, Raymond Gilmore Allen Jr., who tragically passed away. Terrence, by the way, followed in her dad's footsteps and appeared on Good Times in 2 episodes as Michael's girlfriend, Yvonne.
You're on!
Hello, Michael.
Hi.
He had his challenges, but he also had his victories. He wasn't a household name in the sense that some stars are, but when you look back at his career, you realize just how influential he was in shaping television comedy. Now here are some things about this legend you never knew. He was a guy whose activism was anything but passive. His daughter recalled the time when Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in 1968. Raymond gathered his family, got them down on their knees, and wept openly with them. A few days later, in full action mode, Raymond rounded up his family to hit the streets campaigning for Robert Kennedy. And they were in Los Angeles, knocking on doors despite threats hanging over them. In fact, he had drilled into his daughter to always vote.
I'm at Memphis house when I turned 18 and said, you are going to sign up for the vote. Always practice your right to vote.
And this guy wasn't just an activist. He was a visionary who believed in the future of Black community.
He said, one day, we're going to have a Black president. And my father lived speech.
A wonderful president. What? What's his name? Barack Obama.
Fast forward to 2008, and there he was, sobbing in front of the TV as Barack Obama clinched the win. Now let's get to the community aspect of Raymond's life. He was the cool uncle of the neighborhood, the one every kid wanted to hang out with. To his whole block, he was Uncle Raymond. His 300-gallon aquarium was considered legendary. We're talking goldfish so big they could have been cast in a monster movie. Every day, kids from the neighborhood would come by to see the feeding time. Raymond turned his garage into a teen sanctuary. He was teaching at-risk boys how to play pool, bailing them out of jail, even funding horseback riding trips. And when those kids screwed up, oh, you better believe Raymond roasted them. Now let's talk about Raymond's final chapters. And folks, these ones hit deep. Even as his health began to decline, Raymond's humor never left him. Picture this, he's hospitalized in Lancaster, barely able to speak, but when his niece calls him Mr. Beef, he perks up like a puppy. You know, Raymond wasn't about to go out quietly. Oh no, this man could still crack jokes. He even managed to flirt with the nurse once, and when his granddaughter scolded him, he wheezed with laughter. That's the kind of person Raymond was. Even in his final moments, he was making people laugh. Raymond Allen passed away in August 2020 at the age of 91. He'd been in a long-term California facility since 2016, and his family confirmed his death from respiratory issues. Nothing to do with COVID, just his body wearing down after a life well lived. His daughter, Terrence, posted a heartfelt tribute on Facebook saying, "Dad received his wing 2 hours ago. His warmth, kind heart, and clever sayings will be missed." And just like that, a legend was gone. But his impact? Oh, it still felt today. This was a man who didn't just sit by and watch life happen,